video blog.
Hey there, this is Tim from Twice Circled, and welcome to episode 14 of the official Big Pharma video blog. This is part 4 of my series of gameplay videos on a single playthrough of the game. Now it's a few days since the last time I played, so I might be a little bit kind of rusty. I might kind of have forgotten a little bit about what I was doing last time I played, but it'll be an interesting test to see kind of how well the game kind of feeds back and lets you know kind of what you're doing. If I remember correctly, we had just unlocked a new ingredient at the end of the last episode. I think it was, yeah, this one here. So we've actually now got this second catalyst, this triangle catalyst, which I think we can use for some other things. Let's find out. Aha! Now, can you see what I can see? I can see two very juicy looking ingredients right here. Sorry, not ingredients, cures. Anti-seizure medication and a medication that treats bipolar disorder. Really nice high demand, 111 and 122 respectively, and both of them require the triangle catalyst. I think we're already making these, or we already were making them. I think we might have switched out of them when we weren't making much money from them. I think we're still making Complex ADHD. I remember that one. Well, that's an interesting one. So yeah, we've got to get a second catalyst in there. The anti-seizure is a little bit easier. I can just kind of go zip up to Ease's migraine with the evaporator, and then add the catalyst then, and then it's just an agglomerator. So it should be relatively cheap to get here. However, juicy 122% and $882 is looking pretty nice too. Let's just have a little look at where we were research-wise. We have upgrade points trickling in. We're currently getting the chromatograph, which makes sense because I did just notice that this is... that's a lot of money. That'll be really nice. I wonder if we have space to upgrade our existing production line up to this combat sickle cell anemia, or whether we'll have to buy a new warehouse. We'll definitely have to buy a new warehouse to make this treats bipolar disorder, I think. Maybe. I think let's ease into it. I'm gonna make an anti-seizure medication to start with. So interesting. So this is interesting. It's got a higher demand, but only worth slightly more than the reduced stroke risk, and I think that's because the autoclave is a bit harder to get than the agglomerator. So it's kind of that's a little bit kind of got a higher value, but I still think it's worth making this. Okay, let's go for it. I think I said we were going to buy this next warehouse. I actually wonder if we can fit it in here. Oh no, but we need to mix an ingredient, which will be tricky. I mean, this is not very good, is it, this antibiotic? Profit of 100. Is that worth it? It's not our worst thing. Ease's migraine. Wait a minute, we've got an Ease's migraine already, but we're still producing. Where's that? Is that in here? Treats stroke risk, treats angina, eases migraine. Now, is there any way that we could, let's look at this, it uses a load of dissolvers wrapped around here. Is there any way we could find an extra import which we could use to somehow make it out of this? No, yeah, okay. I think here we'll have to put something that doesn't need more than 2 ingredients, or we could replace all of these and make treats bipolar disorder, because we'll need to have a total of 4 inputs for that. 1 input, 1 out, 3 inputs and 1 output. Okay, brilliant, got my plan. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to buy this one and this one. How's our loan? Maxed out. Shit. Right, let's get going. Okay, so we're making... I can't remember. It's painkiller, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to get that down to 10 and then use an evaporator upgrader. I think space will be at a premium, so I think we'd better use ionizers. We can always upgrade them to... We don't need 2 of those, do we? Sorry, we only need 1. God, I'm awful. Oh, by the way, I've been reading your YouTube comments, guys. It's so funny. Like, within like an hour, I think I had someone shouting at me, telling me they were screaming at the screen last episode. No, it was actually episode 2. Recording this, I haven't actually put out episode 3 yet. I'm going to put out episode 3 tomorrow morning, but this is going to play with your own mind because the dates are all kind of different for you guys, because I'm kind of releasing them at a steady rate. But yeah, in episode 2, we had these two dissolvers or pill makers or something that I didn't use, and everybody was going, why aren't you doing that? Oh, also, someone's pointed out that this production line is actually kind of bottlenecked at 2, so we just don't need that pill maker there at all. Whoever suggested that, I think multiple of you did that. You're absolutely right. So I can also just, whip this out, and that's unnecessary. Maybe we'll use that later. Anyway, I know it must be frustrating to... Oh my god, what have I done? Yeah. Evaporator. Why have I put an evaporator there? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this game. Okay, I promise I'm going to start concentrating now. I'm going to stop playing badly and I'm going to start concentrating. All I was going to say to you guys was, yeah, you can complain at me, I really don't mind, but when you're talking about a game while you're trying to play it, you do make mistakes. So, if anybody who watches is a streamer or a YouTuber, you will know this. But yeah, I really don't mind you guys telling me what I did wrong. I think it's quite funny. It shows that you're interested in the game, so to be honest, I love it. Right, boom, look at that sweet animation, turning into an easy migraine, but then what do we do with it? Okay, well now we need to mix a triangle catalyst. Okay, now, okay, I have a feeling we're going to need a shaker. Okay, I'm going to just let these build up some upgrade points, because we're going to run out of money soon. I think one of the best ways of making money is actually just to kind of sink a load of upgrade points in, and then in your kind of most used machines, I think it's probably going to be ionizer. We need to get this to 15 rather, and mix a catalyst in. This catalyst is at 1, so we definitely want to use the this drug as a base, because whichever you use as the base in the multi-mixer is the one that keeps its concentration, and we're going to be adding a lot of concentration movement if we use this one as the base. Let's have a look. So we need the easiest migraine and we need the triangle. So if we use this as the base, then these 3 will get filled with those 3. So that actually works. We also get the antihistamine as a kind of freebie. Maybe we can activate that too. Oop. Now the one frustrating thing about playing the game with you guys today is over the last 2 weeks, which is since I first started recording these, I think. Have I got that right? No, sorry, it's only been just over a week. I've made quite a few updates to the game, and so now it's a little painful to kind of go back and play the old version of the game, but it's still pretty good. Here we go. So that does the little mix. Maybe if there's kind of a bit of downtime, I'll tell you about what I've been doing, adding to the game. But like I said, I don't want to move on to another game yet. I want to kind of play this one through to the end. And I must get a move on. Okay, so we got this catalyst. We need to go up by another 4. So we need an agglomerator, an evaporator, and then another agglomerator to actually do the upgrade. I think there might be a better way of laying this out. Slightly better, I think. I hope someone, when I release this, I hope someone makes a third-party program which lets you simulate laying out production lines so that you can kind of plan everything ahead. That'd be cool. How long have you guys been shouting at the screen telling me my belt was wrong? Be honest. It's been about 20 seconds, hasn't it? I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Oh, someone suggested, yeah, we need crossroads so that you can actually make multi-mixes properly efficient and have 2 of them in a line and keep your throughput at 1 per tick. And they're absolutely right. I've already got the assets for the crossroads. I'm not sure when they'll be in. It's not like the highest priority for me because I just know they'll work. It's not really something I need to test. He says arrogantly before realizing it's full of bugs. Okay, that turned into anti-seizure. Beautiful. We were nowhere near having well, we could actually get the ultraviolet cure, I think, but we don't have that other catalyst yet, so let's not worry about that. The nice thing here is, look, these 2 side effects are down here at the low end. They're not at the same end as our anti-seizure medication, so we don't have to worry about that. And it might not be like that, and this is why when I've talked about it many times in these vlogs, that I promise you, the randomness will really make every game different. I mean, you might use similar strategies in a game, but you won't ever use the same production line. or it's unlikely you will, because it depends completely on which side effects you mix in. If this had been if this cure had been further up here, then we would be trying to find a sweet spot that includes that too. For now, we're just going to sell it. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? I've used 2 pill makers. Yeah, I don't need to do that, do I? Okay. For now, I'm just going to leave it on the end here, and let's just, hope that this is the max strength. It's probably, long term. I probably should maybe use some testers, an auto tester to test this, but I've got so little money that I kind of just want to get the money coming in. We'll call this Shakeuless because it's anti-seizure medication, and I think that's a good name. 393. How does that compare to the rest of our medication? Shakeuless is our top most profitable product. Hell yeah. Look at this. Okay, guys, 2 episodes ago, do you remember when I did all that testing and I made a good ADHD medication? It's starting to pay off. Plus 10% brand value. That's on a current value of 423. That means that 10% of that, this would really be worth about 380 if we didn't have that. So that's adding $40 to the value of this thing. 40 over 230 is roughly 6, just under 6, 1/6, sorry. So that change we made before is now giving us about 16.6% or 1/6 more than it would be otherwise. So I think that's pretty sweet. And as I said before, having a high brand makes you much less susceptible to AIs moving in on your territory. I think I also said last episode that the AI is done for, and this definitely, obviously, I need to improve. But I think for the rest of our game, we're not going to have to worry about him. So let's just tech up the tree and see. Let's see. Maybe this might be the last vlog. Like I say, I'd quite like to move on to a new version of the game with some more features. Great. That's making some money. What are we going to do next? Should we make another one exactly the same? I mean, it's making loads of money. Why the hell not? Let's do it. Oh no, before we do that, let's see what the sensitivity is like. Okay, we've only saturated 25%, so we're good. New ingredient, brilliant. Do we want to get this? Oh, interesting. We've almost got all the catalysts now. Yeah, so this game definitely feels like it's starting to wrap up. Now, I think this is maybe where my balance is getting a little bit off, if I'm honest. I think it's starting to speed up a little bit too much. Like, we've only just used that last ingredient and we've got the one after, so I think I need to kind of slow things down a little bit. Because what you find is with every new ingredient, you actually have a lot more opportunities for cures, whereas at the beginning one ingredient offers maybe just 1 or 2 new cures you can make. Now with a new catalyst and a new cure, you've got a lot more stuff you can make. So I think I really need to be kind of careful in that mid game that it doesn't get too fast. Oh my god. What? Yeah, no, that is right. Sorry. I thought I'd made a stupid thing. I'd put it for a dissolver and then evaporate it, but this evaporator does the upgrading, so that makes sense. For a moment, I just thought I'd been the most idiotic person. You know what? I'm going to lay out all my machines before I do anything else because it's a good tactic, trust me. You can't move belts, guys. You can't move belts. Do 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 do. Music's not even playing. It's just stuck in my head. Catchy. So you haven't worked it out, guys. I'm just laying down. Oh no. Oh no no no. If you hadn't worked it out, guys, I'm just laying down literally exactly the same thing again, and instead of going through all the concentrations again, I'm actually just copying it machine by machine, which I think is kind of sweet. I don't know. I think it's got a real... I think that's what it'd be like almost in business. Not that you'd copy it machine by machine, but your second production line is going to be that much easier. It's going to be like... what you basically is, it's easy to increase volume. You kind of have to design it once. You have to kind of work out the puzzle, the concentration puzzle once, and then you just up the volume by creating a second one. And well, it's not only kind of cool because it's a bit like real business, but it's also kind of great in this really indirect way. I managed to achieve this cool system where you kind of only have to do the tricky mental problem once, and then you kind of just do this satisfying process of just kind of laying stuff out, and you can kind of turn off your brain and think about other stuff while you're doing that. It's kind of sweet. I think all the best games have different phases. Phases where you have to think a lot, and then phases where you just go through the motions. Loads of upgrade points. I mean, jeez, just insane. I mean, it's probably worth upgrading my multi-mixer. Starting to use that quite a lot. Not really anything else though. I mean, that's interesting. Yeah, planning permission. Yeah, worth getting a bit more of that. What else do we want? Oh, I want to get this, but it takes 16 engineers. See, interestingly, I feel like the game's speeding on in terms of maybe the ingredients, but in terms of the research, I mean, I've got quite a lot of upgrade points, but I mean, there's loads of stuff I've barely upgraded, and this takes 16 engineers, and I'm nowhere near affording that. So, oh dear, oh no, oh, my worst nightmare has happened. I have made a fool of myself, I'm sure. What have I done, guys? Ionizer, dissolver, evaporator, multi-mix. Oh, I've got the base the wrong way round. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Now, this is one of the tedious things to do in the game, and I'm not really sure what to do about it. I mean, one thing you can do is use your auto tester like an incinerator and just run all your drugs into it. But this is one of the tedious things is, yeah, to get rid of drugs is not it's not trivial. You have to right click, you have to delete all of the different belts and then rebuild them. I mean, you only ever want to do this in rare situations, basically when you either want to delete stuff, which is fine, you want to do that anyway, or it's when you make a mistake. And I kind of, there's one argument which is you're kind of being punished for making a mistake. And so that's okay, but I don't know, it's also incredibly frustrating. So one idea I had maybe is if you right click on a belt with an ingredient on, it just clears the ingredient first, it just destroys it, and then you right click again to destroy the belt. I think that might be confusing for new players, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe when you select an ingredient itself, it has a little cross in the corner, or a bin, which basically says destroy. I mean, that's a bit annoying, having to click, 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 click. I don't know. There's not a simple solution to that, really. Okay, I think this is our proper pill. There we go. There's the anti-seizure pill. Oh, I shouldn't need to sell that. It doesn't matter. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, I've used up, I think, over half my time in this vlog already. But I think this should significantly increase our monies. How is the 18%? All right, we had to pause it for a bit. Anesthetic. I mean, we could even make that now. We could definitely make combat sickle cell anemia. Okay, let's go add that chromatograph. That should be relatively simple. He says. Wow, space when we first started playing here was really not an issue, and now it really, really is. This is an interesting one. Things kind of auto lock now. This was some feedback I got when I took the game to EGX, or it was just some feedback I took just while watching people play. Is that the belt tool people found a little tricky to get used to? So it auto locks now. You can hold control, and that gives you manual control, which is a nice kind of best of both worlds, in my opinion. God, I love this new kind of drag T-belt. It's just super slick. I love it. Now, chromatographs actually have a process time of 3, so I might have made a horrible mistake here because this production line was already optimized for a process time of 1, which is really good. Oh, and I did my classic thing where I've used a machine and I haven't then changed the concentration afterwards. I just wasn't concentrating. I have to get that down to... I'm confused. No. Oh, God, I'm making so many mistakes. I've kind of forgotten how my own game works. Here, I just thought, oh, just add a commando graph and it'll be fine. No, we've got to get this to the right concentration first. I've been such an idiot. It's not like as simple as you might think just to upgrade a production line. Okay. I'm going to take this back. We've got loads of money coming in. Let's just, oh, I did not mean to do that. Let's just make new production lines for now. What do I want to do here? I wanted to make, okay, let's not pause this yet. Okay. What's this? Okay, that's a painkiller. Let's do that other thing I was going to do, which was create this. Treats bipolar disorder. The thing is, this is worth more. I don't know. I feel like this is the better thing to go for now. I've got the chromatograph. Level 4 cure. Is that level 4 or level 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even remember what colour level 5 cures are. I hardly ever get to them. Okay, let's make treats bipolar disorder, because I want to do the double multi-mixer. I think that's quite fun. What's this? Oh, that was the rubbish one I made. Oh dear, is this... Yeah, you see, here's another problem. You see, I need to get rid of all these drugs now. Just to get things flowing again. So that was just an absolute waste of time. I'm sorry I put you guys through that. I mean, I need to concentrate. This game gets hard. Okay. So, we've got to take an antihistamine. Have I got that right? I don't want to get this wrong. No, antidepressant. That does make more sense. Okay. Take our antidepressant. We need to mix that with a blue. Now, we've got choices here. We've got 2 blues available to us now. I mean, this one comes with hella loads of side effects. So I think the choice is clear. I think we go for this one. And then... Okay, I feel like I should get either more upgrades or... I mean, I think I'm just going to max this stuff out. Do I want to get anything? Creamer? I don't really need the creamer. I've not run into that many side effects. That might need a bit of balance. At the end of this episode, I'll talk about the things that I've learned over this playtest and the things that I've tweaked in terms of balance, because I did make some changes. I have made some changes in the end based on this playtest. Mass tooling, decreased purchase price of machines. I should get that. 5 guys left. Probably get the cryogenic condenser too. I'd like to show you the centrifuge, but I've not found a use for it quite yet. I think if you really think about it, you can make some really efficient production lines with it, because you can actually use it to swap things between 2 different drugs, and then you can use both outputs. And it gives you like an awful lot of control. So I'm sure it's useful. I just haven't actually really got a chance to play with it that much yet. I've got the base wrong, haven't I? Okay, now what? So we got this in here. We just need to get that to down 1. So we go dissolver. Now we need to think about adding another thing to this. So, okay, let's at least stop importing stuff. So this will be a triangle. We got idle explorers. No, they've got those workers. So triangle. Now we can't actually put the triangle straight in because they occupy the same space. You see this second one down. And that's actually the antidepressant that we need to upgrade. So I just realised we need to put this through another dissolver. So we're going to have to shake one of our ingredients. It doesn't really matter which, I don't think. Okay, so... we've got this. We need to upgrade it to that So we need to get it up by 2, and then we need to mix it. So which one should we shake? Ideally, what we want to do is use this antihistamine to displace one of the side effects we want to get rid of, and try to get to a position where we have less side effects in our ingredient. The only problem is this is full of side effects, and we also need this triangle. So I think we're not going to be able to avoid. We're going to have to. This is going to be full of side effects, I think. Pretty much. We could keep this as the base, and then shake this once, so that moves down to there, and then just fill that gap with that. Yeah, interesting. There's some choices here. I'm going to go for that. It might not be optimum, guys, and feel free to post what you think the optimum thing is here. Here's an example of something which is, there's actually a lot of different ways you could do this, and the optimum is not kind of obvious, really. Now I do this thing. I'm going to build right round by the walls because it leaves this big space in the middle, which I will need to fill with stuff, and I kind of just know through experience that I will need to fill that with something. There goes the shaker. Shake, 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 shake. If you upgrade the shake, you can actually get it so it moves things in multiple places at once, but we only needed to move one thing, so I'm okay with that so far. So, wait a minute. Yeah. This is good. Yeah. So which one do we want to have the base? Well, we have to have this one as the base, because if this is the base, nothing will actually enter it. That's really interesting, yeah. So that's just going to throw away everything and move it in there. Yeah, that was basically our only option, I think. We had to actually put it into one of the gaps. The only other option is we could have kind of removed some of these side effects. Well, that one you can't even remove. Amazingly, look, we've lucked out here. There's another thing to think about is what the active concentrations are. I say we've lucked out, actually, because we have to wait and see until we upgrade this. The reason I'm saying we've lucked out is because all of the side effects are to the left end of the bar, and the cure is to the right end. But this isn't our final cure, so let's just hold onto our feelings for a moment. Let's use the evaporator, because we've got one already there, and then we'll use the ionizer. Put it there. Oh, I love the new side effects. So good. Oh, I'm running out of time, guys. God, I was thinking this might be the last episode, but wow, you just, time flies when you're having fun. Okay, it is at the other end. It is there, so that's worked out quite well. This is interesting. This actually removed one of our side effects, I think. Oh no, was it the ionizer that did that? Causes dizziness. Removed with the ionizer. That's kind of by accident we managed to remove one of the side effects. That's lovely when that happens. And this is really nice. We actually need to use agglomerators here. We have a load of agglomerators, so why the hell not? Okay, so that will take us up to 13 plus 3 is 16 plus 3 is 19, which is great. And then we don't have any side effects active, so we just throw them into a pill maker. We really might want to look at unlocking the syringe maker now, actually, to make a lot of money. 10 guys. Okay, what are we currently getting? These two. Okay, when those guys get back, I think we throw them in the syringe maker. What do we want to do? Shaker reduces by 3, multi-mixer 3. Interesting. I think pill printer might be the best bet here. We've kind of totally evolved out of dissolvers and evaporators into these two, which is why I've upgraded them a lot. Here I could have used a single autoclave to kind of get it into the right concentration, but it's just kind of takes up more space. It's less convenient. Oh my god, I've messed up. Oh, how did I do that? I thought it was at 10 after that, not 13. It was at 13 when it went into that. When will the nonsense end, I ask you? Easily rectified. Except I do have to delete these to get rid of those. Cool. Forget. It's just a sugar pill. You'll have no use to me. Alright. Active. Perfect. Well, while that's just coming through, let's have a little look at our anti-seizure. How good is it? So out of 289, it's averted 39 seizures. That's not amazing, so we could probably optimize that if we wanted to. Okay, treats bipolar disorder. I don't think this is a drug that I want to make a joke out of, because it's quite serious. Well, let's say evens out the highs and lows. Is that rude? I don't know. I think that's fine. We have a new ingredient. I think this is like the last ingredient in the game, or one of them. Got my mass tooling, excellent. Got loads. Oh my god, we're making so much money. Okay, interesting. Okay, I think the next episode will definitely be the last one. I'm gonna have to wrap it up, guys, because I've been going for half an hour. You know the rules. I'm gonna pay back my entire loan. It's interesting. Oh, god, that's a very loud sound. Okay, I really need to update the loan system to it. I mean, I'm going to update it in a big way, but at the very least, I need it so that you borrow in rounds of 5,000 and not 1,000. Okay, so yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, in the latest kind of updates I've done, the latest kind of balance work that I've done. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? I only need one of these pill printers. I actually have reduced a lot of the costs of the high-level cures. I did some. Actually made some mistakes in my calculations when I first designed them, and it turns out that that you don't need to kind of incentivize people to go to the high level cures as much. So actually you'll find that many of these are kind of sub 1,000, and I mean one of the reasons we're making so much from this is we've got a really amazing demand. Let me just put this into practice, into context. Plus 27%. That's roughly taking this up by, say, $200 from around $700, and a little more than that, which is basically just $200 of extra profit on top. So this would normally be making us oh, it's not appeared. That's annoying. Okay, I'll have to go find it. Let's want that bug again. That'd normally be making us kind of 400. It's now making us kind of an extra 200, 250. You know, that's kind of an extra 50% on top. So again, it's the same old thing where that plus 27.5%, it doesn't seem like that big a number, but it's a multiplier. It gets so much bigger in terms of your profit. So now we are actually making just obscene amounts of money. We can almost afford to kind of go for Hadron Collider now, atomic sequencer. Okay, I'm going to wrap this episode up now. I think the next episode, if we do manage to get it, will be about getting something in a syringe. So if I've not explained before, I'm not sure. The syringe injector turns your drugs into syringes, which can be sold, and they have increased combined value and effect strength compared to other delivery methods. So you have to be careful with a syringe because it will exacerbate side effects, but it will also increase the strength of your curative effects. So to be honest, probably our best shout is actually to put our bipolar disorder medicine into a syringe, and that will just make so much money. It will also make it, if we test it, find out the max strength concentration first, we could make a really effective cure in a syringe, which will just make us loads of money. We can't actually see the side effects, well, not the side effects, the effectiveness rate, the efficacy, they call it, of that medicine right now because it's not showing. But when I reload up, we'll hopefully be able to see it, and we'll make some new plans. Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you're looking forward to the next one. I think the next one, like I said, will be the last episode, and we'll just see how far we can get. I'll try to get the Hadron Collider or the sequencer or both. I think that has to be our goal. I mean, can we afford it? No, I think we need to get this first. And we've got 400, I don't know, I just want to put all my money into that. Okay, anyway, I gotta go. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.